Trust that exactly where you are is where you're meant to be. So keep your chin up so your crown doesn't fall. Remember, you're royalty.
Hello, lovelies. How are you? Today, I want to do a follow-up video. And at first, I was going to wait, but I'm like, no. Sometimes I'll do full-fledged video and sometimes we could do podcast style. Let me know what you think about this. All right. So today we are going to go into the comments of one of my previous videos, my very last videos. And I actually want to dive into one of these comments because it is so much speculation. Everybody wants to argue, but today I want to show you a comment coming straight from somebody who works directly with brands. I have personal relationships with people like this, but I can't share their personal information, or I can't share some of the information that they tell me about these brands, because then they become at risk for losing their jobs. And I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to put people at risk just to get a YouTube video. So let's go ahead and read through this. Now, look, this is a long one, and I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, girl, this is a lot. But baby, listen. Sin, I actually used to work for a very, very well-known company that markets and sells products to individuals of all curl types. Now, in the name starts with a C. And now listen, I'm not going to read the rest of this out loud because I'm not about to be a part of it, but you can read this for yourself. It's not coming out of my mouth, so the algorithm ain't picking up on my mouth saying nothing, but leave it in the comments. Once you see what this is in parentheses, right? Then write it in the comments. What brand is this? Write it in the comments now, y'all. Write it in the comments. All right. But actually initially started her business marketing her products towards what she considered to be mixed race hair, which there truly is no such category, but she was out to get them coins. And so she did what she had to do. Then she switched in order to bring more money to later marketing her products to all races, ages, genders, hair types, and even chemically relaxed or color treated hair as well. Before people on YouTube started having loads of company reach out to them, here was I, a part of this company that actually had started reaching out to a lot of YouTubers that weren't even very well known at the time. The owner had to see how each YouTuber looked, of course. And of course, the YouTubers that I reached out to were very glad to receive free product, definitely in exchange for a review. Now, let me scroll up so I won't lose my spot. In exchange for a review. Now, as we are going to this part, I want y'all to understand how this industry is ran. You have the things that you see online, but the things that you see on YouTube, the videos that you watch on YouTube is after the contracts are already signed and after they okay these videos. Understand that any video that goes up that says that it is a sponsored post does not go up until it is approved by the brand. Point blank, period. So understand that. That's how it goes. That is why you won't see me promoting brands, hair growth brands, or hair companies, hair products that I don't think actually work or that I can't stand behind, because there is a whole nother world beneath this that y'all know nothing about. And cosmetologists like me were trying to tell y'all about the rest of what I am about to read for years, but we were called haters trying to put y'all up on this game right here. The owner would not even let the review videos go up unless she personally looked at it herself in private. And if she wasn't really feeling the review, then she would speak out to the YouTuber personally to try to work something out. Now, I have had so many different brands hit me up and want me to do hair product reviews. And when I sent them back the video with no wash and go, using the product how black women are actually supposed to use it, they would be like, no, I don't want a blowout. I don't want it straight. I don't want it done this way. I want to wash and go. Put the product in your hair, let it air dry like everybody else. And when I said I don't want that, then the owners of the brands would send me back an email like, well, we don't want to pay for this video, even though I've already spent hours or days working on the content editing, because it didn't fit into the black girl narrative that you guys want to see. They didn't want to pay for it. All right. Also, the company was touting its product as being all natural, and at one point being to label their product as being organic. They were involved in a mass lawsuit that involved a lot of other companies doing the same thing. They were required to change the labeling on their products and was forced to stop promoting the products as organic. Okay, y'all not ready. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready. Hold on. I went somewhere else. As organic. They were involved in a mass lawsuit. I'm already read that, but we're about to read it again. Lawsuit. They were involved in a lot of other companies doing the same thing. They were required to change the labeling and started to ask YouTubers to, hold on, sorry. Where are we? Where are we? It's so long. I'm not editing any of this out. Here we go. YouTubers. The first YouTuber I can remember that I ever reached out to was Taryn Guy. By the way, also the owner started to ask YouTubers that started doing free PR videos for them to not disclose to the FTC. Listen, when all of this stuff started popping off, there was no FTC. There was nobody regulating how these brands were doing anything with these companies. There was no regulating how the influencer market was ran, because there was no influencer market before. What was even worse is that the owner of this brand started another one, not disclosing it to the American public. This particular brand was marketed towards naturals with curly hair. Let me tell you, this line was put together for a cash grab. The second line ended up failing miserably as people realized that what they had got so hyped up for and invested money in was nothing but crap. However, the owner claimed that she acquired the line, but the owner of this brand started another one and not disclosing it to the American public. This particular brand was marketed towards naturals with curly hair. Let me tell you, this line was put together for a cash grab. This second line ended up failing miserably after people realized that they had got so hyped up for and invested money into what was nothing but crap. However, the owner claimed that she acquired the line, but that was completely false, and the general public believed that huge lie. I left because a very huge part of my job was basically slick talking people into buying products that were way overpriced. And a lot of people would contact customer service about just how highly fragrant the products were, which was definitely true. And those fragrances weren't natural in any way, but the owner wanted for customers to think it was. The owner basically gave me a script to read from in regards to what to tell customers, in regards to a lot of stuff. And if something came up from a customer that I felt the owner needed to hear about, she would just give me a slick answer to give the customer to try to hurry up and not have to really deal with the issue. The owner also had no idea of boundaries, and she would call my cell phone whenever she felt like it. Plus, she was also stingy when it came to paying her workers, yet she was steadily bringing lots more money with each year. Oh, and because she actually hired me on, I was getting paid. Wait, I just want to make sure I read it right. Oh, and because she actually hired me on and I was getting paid, she started asking me to promote the line for her on the internet, on more hair form websites and other places too. So I honestly was already working for the company for quite a while with no real benefits coming my way except for free products every once in a while. I split ways with that company forever due to ethical reasons. I was basically tired of misleading customers and engaging in behavior that was not synced with my personal morals and just for money. After the experience, I honestly vowed to never work in the hair care industry in any capacity ever again. Let me tell you, the owner didn't have any products based upon no hair typing system, hair porosity levels, to anything else. She would come up with the ideas herself, like they all do, boo, and then have such listen, and then have people such as me be worked on in the lab until it was perfected the way that she wanted the product to be. I would only have access to the product after it was made. At one point, there was a product launch going on that I wasn't even receiving products for. I would be given a script. Listen, I would be given a script for new products, or I would ask the owner a question about the product. She stopped sending me new product launches due to her being greedy. She also stopped allowing me to get free product from the company altogether, but kept putting more work on me. I was hired for one position, and before I left the company, I was performing the roles of several positions within the company. So, when I see a lot of these brands out there marketing products towards naturally textured hair, and they got tons of YouTubers promoting the products, but it mostly be the main ones over and over, and they praise every product. Their sentiment customers, listen, need to know that these brands know just who to scout out. They know just who to scout out. Listen, this is coming from a person who used to be the one contacting all of these YouTubers in the first place. This is what this is. You guys can read the rest of her comment for yourself. My glasses are not on. My eyes are going in and out of focus. It's a lot. We get the gist of this comment. The main reason that I wanted to come on here and talk about this, I'm gonna leave it right here so y'all can finish reading it for yourself, because my eyes, listen, I want y'all to know there is a difference between somebody that is selling products that fit the natural hair movement of your body. And when I say natural hair, I'm talking about every race, every shade, every color. Everybody has a follicle, everybody has the sebaceous gland, everybody has a cortex, and everybody has a cuticle. Everybody. So when we say, oh, everybody's different, what we really mean is everybody has different porosity levels. Everybody has different sebum levels. But at the end of the day, everybody has the same mechanical complex within their body. All right. And these brands have been out here forever, and they have scouts. Do y'all know that these businesses are businesses? Do y'all know that as it pertains to hair products, they are not creating hair products in a lab like, oh my god, I love black women so much, they're so sad about their hair. I'm so sad about their hair, and I have to figure out different ways to give them products to help. No, that's not what's going on. They're like, hey, I see black women are insecure and they want to fix it, and they would do anything to fix it. They know Black women will do anything to fix it. They know women will do anything to fix their insecurities. We have women dying everywhere getting BBLs. Women are risking their lives to get big butts. You think they're not gonna risk all of the money that they have just to have a promise of their hair being perfection fulfilled? They're not developing these products based on science, based on the porosity. This is all coming from a woman whose job was to look on social media and see which influencers, which YouTubers, which Instagrammers are having the biggest influence, and the ones who have the biggest influence are the ones who they contact for the products. And then once the brands contact these influencers, the influencer's gonna come back with a price. And then once the price match, the brand sends the influencer a script that they have to stick to. And then once they get finished making the video, they send the unlisted link to the brand. The brand has to approve it before it is posted and made public. And once the brand approves it, then they send the person the money. They either send them the money before the video is posted, or they send it to them a month from then. That's what it is. Stop playing with me. These women that are out here, they're playing in hair. One of y'all favorites, okay, her stuff is in Ulta. It's not hard to get your products in Ulta. If you have enough money, you can get them there. Y'all need to learn who to listen to, and the person that you need to be listening to is yourself, your own common sense. Learn the basics of the human body, and when you learn the basics of the human body, you go get hair products to help you fit into that thing that you've learned. Now that you know your body, you know your porosity, you know your skin cell turnover, you know your sebum level, all of these different things. That's what we mean when we say everybody's hair is different. But when you say everybody's hair is different, like, oh, some people can put water on their hair every day and their hair is fine. No, it's not. Everybody's hair will begin to weather after long periods of time if they're wetting it every single day. Everyone. It does. Science doesn't change for you. The human body doesn't change for you. If you spray a wall with water every day, I don't care what type of water it is, that wall will begin to wither and rot. And the wall is stronger than your hair. All right? So that's what I want y'all to see. She would come up with ideas herself, not backed by science, and then listen, and then have such be worked out in the lab until it was the perfect way that she wanted it to be. She would only have access to the products after the products were made, not during testing. Okay, so that means that this woman is on YouTube, on social media, looking at what y'all want, looking at who's the most viral, having an idea. Oh, rice water. Oh, apple cider vinegar. Oh, and then as they think of these ideas, they just go into the lab real quick and produce a product. Why the fuck do y'all think after a video goes viral about rice water or apple cider vinegar or whatever, rice nipple juice, whatever, after it goes viral, there's a product 5 minutes later? That's because these people already got your bread. It don't take that much to go into the lab real quick and make a product based on what y'all want on social media. And they've been doing it for years. And hairstylists have been telling y'all about it for years. But see, we want to argue. And because we want to argue so much, we let the people who are really playing us go undetected for years. And it's just so funny. Imagine them. Imagine from the outside looking in, you watching all of the people who have started these brands and all of the people who are selling y'all these products. They watch social media to see what y'all want and see what your insecurities are anyway. And just watch them looking at y'all arguing with the people who trying to tell y'all about the game that they running. They like, oh, these women stupid as hell. People see us, hairstylists see us, but they ain't gonna listen to them. They against each other. They can't see us coming. They against each other. They can't even see the people warning them. They think that the people warning them are the enemy instead of us. That's how it go. Remember, let me know in the comments if you know who she's talking about. These hair care brands geared towards naturals seek out individuals to promote their products who they know a lot of people idolize hair wise. Listen, that's what they do. This woman is telling y'all this used to be her job. That's what she was paid to do. To look at the people that y'all idolize and then send them free products. What are we talking about? That's why they're coming up with new products every day. You think these women going out and buying all these products, using them one time and making a video? No, stop it. No. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people idolize hair wise and that are well like enough to get people to buy whatever they recommend. It's nothing but a big scam. This is coming from the person who used to be scamming. This is coming from the person who used to send the products to your favorite YouTubers. But a big scam that so many naturals fell for. Far too many of these curly care brands are feeding into the insecurities that a lot of naturals have about their hair. This has nothing to do with y'all hair being better. Just like Gina Curl. Y'all all walking around like in one breath all over social media. Y'all like, oh, black hairstylists done lost their mind. They charging for everything. Oh, black hairstylists now they charging for shampoos. Well, I know that it sounds like a lot, but black women in black hair salons, we are the last ones to do a la carte. It is only in the black salon that you can come in and say, I want a flat iron, and everything that you get in the flat iron is one price. That is only in the black salon. In other salons, if you want a shampoo, a deep conditioning treatment, a trim, and a flat iron with curls, you're gonna pay for the shampoo and deep conditioner treatment. That's one price. You are going to pay, well, actually, no, let's say you want a detox. So you're going to pay for the scalp detox and clarifying treatment. That's one price. Then you're going to pay for the deep conditioning treatment. That's one price. Then you're going to pay for the blowout. That's another price. Then you're going to pay for the flat iron. That's another price. Then you're going to pay for the trim / haircut. They do not separate the price of a trim and a haircut. Okay, then you pay for the trim and the haircut. Then you pay for the style. That's 5 different price points. I'm not making this up. I swear to God, that's how other salons are ran. It's only in the black salon that we like, okay, I'm doing all 5 of these things for $65. That's only in the black salon. So now prices have went from $55 or $65 for a silk press to $120. But if you do the math, how much money they're going to be spending doing the clarifying treatment on your scalp that hasn't been washed in 6 months, or on your scalp that hasn't been washed in 2 months, that's one price. A deep conditioning treatment on hair that hasn't been washed in 6 weeks, that's another price. Like, do you see where I'm going? So it's not that, oh, black women are getting so aggressive and black hairstylists are getting so aggressive. No, the price that black women are quoting black women now still isn't even half of what they charge in other salons. And I know that it comes off aggressive. I know that it comes off, oh, they think they better. But it's like, do black hairstylists think they better, or are they actually charging their worth now? Because it's crazy. All of these products that y'all been buying, y'all will go online and spend $200, almost $200 on hair products every month, but then go and want all of this stuff done to your hair for under $25. For under, I'm being extra, for under $50-$60. If they charging anything over $85 for a silk press, you think that they horrible. Meanwhile, a shitload of black women are going and paying an old white lady $1,200 for a jerry curl that costs $45. So it's like, whenever, and that's the Regina curl that I'm talking about. And if you notice, I don't have a problem talking about certain things like this. Why? For one, I have freedom to express myself in any field, and my intention isn't to stop anybody's business. My intention is to stop y'all from getting played. But your anger is what gets you played. That's what's getting everybody played, because it's not that this information hasn't been out here. There are so many professional cosmetologists that have been putting y'all up on game for years, but y'all didn't want to hear it. And now even the people that work for these brands are coming out and saying this, which is why my advice to anyone that had hair, whether they wear it natural or not to take the time out to follow someone who is going to provide you with real science and facts when it comes to hair. Like, follow them. Not to get attached to these influencers who will honestly drain your pockets dry. Through marketing, you think that you need every product that they praise, while not disclosing to you that they're actually under contract with these companies anyways, and that what they know about hair is the stuff that listen, y'all can read that for yourself. How long have I been saying this? How long? How long? And so this is something that I don't know what just happened. That's something that I really want to talk to y'all about. Like, how long have we been having these conversations? How long have y'all been hearing cosmetologists or hairstylists say this? And every time we say it, every time they say it, they are instantly a hater. And who told you they was a hater? The YouTuber that was getting paid to tell you to lie. When they picked up the product, they knew that they was under contract. When they picked up the product, they knew that they was playing y'all. It's only within the last couple of years, not even really, within the last couple of years, maybe just the last year, that they have to tell you that it's a sponsored post. Because 10 years ago, when the whole Team Natural community first started, they did not have to tell you it was a sponsored post, and they did it. They were just like, oh, new product. Oh, twist out. Oh, twist out. That's what it was. No, they wasn't coming out and telling y'all straight up like, oh, we doing this as a brand deal. No, y'all had no idea. Now y'all know about brand deals. Y'all didn't know nothing about brand deals in 2009 and 2010 and 11 when all this shit started. Y'all had no idea. You be hearing a whole lot of new tunes if these influencers actually had to pay out of pocket for everything that they do videos on, because then you would truly get the real tea on those products then. But as long as they can keep getting away with what they're doing, then they're definitely going to keep doing it. Plain and simple. Also, no matter how many times Andre Walker's hair typing system, which was added onto by naturallycurly.com. Ooh, listen. It said not to be scientific based, which is, listen, this is coming from, and how many, we don't have to read the rest of this because I'm sure you already read it. How many times have I told y'all that the curl typing chart wasn't real? This is a person who was in charge of sending out product to your favorite brands, so your favorite influencers, so the chicks that got y'all buying these products in the first place. This is one of the women that was sending them the emails, that was talking to them, that was approving or denying their video before they posted it and got you to buy the products. Know that every time you spend money clicking a link in their description box, that some of that money is going to their pocket. Know that. And I'm not trying to play with y'all. Yes, I am an associate for Olaplex, and I tell y'all that all the time, but I also tell y'all that I was using Olaplex way before I had a YouTube channel. I was using Olaplex way before Olaplex even knew about me. So, hello. If I sit here and make videos telling y'all about it, of course, you want to go purchase some. So there's a link there, but Olaplex only feeds into the science of your hair. And the second that Olaplex switches up, they know that I'm not going to be messing with them no more. They know that. They're very aware of that. Any brand that hits me up knows how I get down. That's why I present myself like this. So I love y'all so much, but I want y'all to see that People who have been telling y'all not to do this have not been pulling stuff out of their butts. This is what we've been dealing with for years. I have been dealing with shit from brands for years. You guys have no idea. And this is one of the many people who's responsible for sending out the products to the people who've been making the videos that have cost y'all to be in the spots that y'all are at in general. Okay? Taryn Guy doesn't even make hair content anymore. Now she has a spiritual based channel, and I think she's starting to get back into hair content too. But y'all just have no idea there's a whole nother world. The world that y'all live in as you're watching this video and looking at this video is not the same world that the women who are creating these videos live in. It's two completely different worlds. And the world that you live in, that you're watching videos on, is the world that was created by the person whose channel the videos on. Please know that. You only see what these brands allow you to see, and know that all of these brands have had a person just like this behind the scenes that is on social media watching these videos, and know that there is somebody within your favorite brand listening to this video right now. Know that. So really quick, I want to go ahead and show y'all and this is just my opinion. I've been in this hair industry for a pretty long time, and at the end of the day, there are different versions of the hair industry and products. And am I against products 100%? Like, oh, don't ever use hair products again? No, I'm not. I'm not against products. I am against products that feed into fads. And I want you to look at the labels of your favorite black owned products. I'm doing that in quotation marks with my fingers, because most of the companies that y'all talking about, oh, these products are for black people, most of those products are not, most of those companies aren't even owned by freaking black people. That's the first thing. Most of these companies are not even owned by black people. And it's like, oh, only support black businesses. Just because they're marketing to black businesses does not mean that it is for black hair. And not all, because there are some black owned companies that are super dope, but for the most part, the companies that are aimed towards black hair are really made to make black women dependent on their products, not to help them empower their hair. It's not a thing. So here right now, we are inside of my Amazon store, right? And so I do have a couple of lists. This is my list of favorite tools to use for scientific brushing. And I only have 6 different products in there, right? These products that are here, the reason that I recommend these products for scientific brushing, for one, this is one that you can use on a daily basis when you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed, to make sure that the sebum is getting from your scalp down the hair shaft, right? So this is a tool that makes sense. This brush here, this Crave Natural Flex Detangling Brush, is one that I freaking love because it does have different bends and different angles. So that way, when you are combing through your hair, remember, I still do not believe in detangling the hair wet. When you are detangling the hair dry or just doing a little bit of scientific brushing, this makes it super easy. Or after the hair is already detangled and then you want to follow up and go ahead and glide the product through when there are no rips and tangles, these brushes are good for that. And lastly, this other exfoliating brush is something that you can also use for the scalp, because you do have a version of ingrown hair sometimes within the follicle. Sometimes you can have things going on. So I really like that product, right? But I'm not just going to be randomly saying like, oh, you need this product or your scalp won't be right. No, that is a tool to help you, right? Then we have the scalp scrub and detox. This is just some of my favorite products for scalp detoxification. Now, at the end of the day, a scalp scrub is a scalp scrub for the most part, as long as it doesn't have the different ingredients that I teach y'all about here on my channel. As you can see, I'm not like, oh, only this product, only this product. No, I'm giving you a couple of different options of different scalp scrubs. All right. And once you know what your hair needs and what type of scrubs you need, then that this is a really good easy list for you to apply to. I really recommend tea tree A for low porosity hair, of course, because it needs help opening the cuticle, but also these product formulations like with tea tree and stuff like that, it actually does aid the scalp in killing bacteria and things of that nature that don't belong. So that's why I really recommend those different products. Right, then we can keep going. I have one for hair and scalp care. Right, this is the product, these are the products that I personally recommend, like these two here for psoriasis. Even though I don't have psoriasis, it does help to calm my scalp anytime. Not help, it calms my scalp whenever I'm having an HS outbreak or anything like that. These are the products that I use. Am I saying this is going to cure your hydrogenated suppurativa? Absolutely not. But does it aid me through my natural hair routine? Absolutely, yes it does. But I want you to notice, none of these products say foresee curly hair, straight hair, wavy hair, because the texture of your hair is not going to allude to the products that you put on it. The only difference, the only thing that is setting apart or that is going to be different from a person who has straight hair or wavy hair and a person who has curly hair is the routine that they take upon setting the hydrogen bond. Whether you have curly hair or wavy hair or straight hair, you have a hydrogen bond within the hair shaft. All right. And through that hydrogen bond, once that hydrogen bond is broken, you now have direction to give the hair. If you have naturally straight hair while the hydrogen bond is broken, you could put perm rods in and tell your hair, hey girl, you gonna look curly until we wet you again. And if you have naturally straight curly hair, you could say, hey, we gonna blow dry our hair and straighten it until we wet it and take it curly again. That's how it works. And if whether or not your hair is able to bounce back to the curls is dependent on if whether or not you damage your hair while you're straightening it. And hair only burns at 100 at 100. Why do I keep saying that? Hair only burns at 451 degrees. And it is very possible to get your hair past 151 degrees if you're adding oil to the hair when you straightening it. But YouTube taught you, oh, add coconut oil, add olive oil, add all of these different oils. You do not straighten your hair with oil. All you need is a heat protected, because when you add oil, you instantly increase the temperature. You instantly increase the temperature when you add oil to the hair. That's why cosmetologists or hairstylists straighten hair a certain way. That's why when people are like, oh, they did it and it never comes out that way, that's because there's a science to it. You give yourself heat damage when you use products that make your flat irons or the temperature on your hair go past 150 degrees. Hair only burns at why do I keep saying 100? Hair only burns at 451 degrees, and it's only going higher than that based on the products that you're adding to the hair shaft as you're straightening it. But see, this is where stuff is crazy. Heat damage is caused by the products that y'all add into your hair as you're straightening your hair. But I want y'all to pay attention to something. These silk press products, let's go ahead and I'm gonna go to my silk press list, right? My silk press tools. So we have like the blowout and stuff like that. Even with design essentials, you don't see coconut oil, almond oil. Like, let's look at this. This is one of my favorite products when it comes to like straightening the hair, right? Especially for my clients who had really thick hair, and especially their high porosity hair. I would put an extra layer of protection. Even for myself, I would use this product first and then my leave-in, right? As you can see, there's no coconut oil, use this oil, put your head upside down. No, the science is basic. All right, reduce blow drying time up to 50%, thermal protection to 428, and tames frizz and resists humidity. Like, nothing is there about coconut oil or 4C, 4B, curl type, nothing. They're not saying anything about it. It's not because they're not including Black women, it's because it's not a factor. Like it's not something that actually matters. That was all just a marketing ploy. Again, here is a serum. You won't see on this bottle anything about coconut oil or nothing. It just says leave-in conditioner. And then when you look at the product and everything that goes into making the product, they're not like, oh, this is going to do something crazy to your hair. No, we are talking about what the hair needs. Key benefits: hydrates, detangles, add shine. That's what you need. You need your hair to be ready and prepared because you are setting that hydrogen bond. So you want to make sure that when the hydrogen bond is set, it has enough moisture and everything that it needs. All right. And we talked about that in a previous video. Detangles and add shine. Yes, you detangle before, but even after you detangle your hair, once you're doing it, it still will have the tendency to tangle up. But this leave-in conditioner helps it not to do that. And it's adding shine throughout the blowout, right? Improves breakage prevention and helps reduce split ends. You will never see a professional product claim to repair them. It's saying that it helps you prevent it. Products work in prevention. You are supposed to be doing maintenance. Products, any type of product that tells you that it's gonna fix a split end is trying to get your money. But professional products are going to tell you, I'm helping you with prevention. This is a tool. And it tames frizz and flyaways, right? That's what a leave-in conditioner is supposed to do. And you will notice there's no 4B, 4C, right? There's none of that, right? So let's do this because this is what most of y'all type in. So then we head over. As soon as we get this is the craziest. This is the crazy shit about this, right? As soon as you type in products for 4C hair, y'all know how I feel about the curl type and chart is some bullshit. I'm gonna leave the video link in the description box below. But as soon as you type in 4C hair, what is the first product that pops up? Diva Curls. Diva Curls is a product line made by a white lady for white women. So white girls can do a certain type of cut, a certain type of point cutting technique that gives their hair the illusion of layers. Curl Smith. Yeah. Like, come on. These are not products made by black people. TGIN, the last video that I did, she was talking about this brand right here. This is one of the brands that sends black influencers through the freaking ringer. Mayel, these are all of y'all favorite products. These are all of y'all favorite products. That's why these are all of the ones that popped up. What does this say? Diva Curls, sponsored. They not number one because they good. Sponsored, that means they paid for the advertisement. Curl Smith, they in front of your face because they paid for the advertisement. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. There's a reason why all of y'all favorite brands are at the very top. And I just told y'all why in this video. There's a reason. Look at it. They all are saying the same thing. Moisture, define, curls, coil, curl enhancer. Everything's to enhance your curls and give you moisture because black women believe that their hair doesn't have moisture. But the only reason that black women's hair doesn't have moisture is because black women keep packing their scalps full of all of these products. And they know that. So they keep marketing products to you that are going to block your follicles and keep your hair from doing what it's supposed to do. And they know that. And then they're like, oh, okay, their hair going to be dry and XYZ because they doing stuff they shouldn't do to the scalp. So let's give them another product to go ahead and follow that up with. That's how it go, period. Carol's Daughter, all of our favorite products. These people start these brands at first and then they sell the brands to other big box brands, right? You'll be surprised how many of y'all favorite brands are owned by L'Oreal. All right. Look at this. All we've seen is Mayel, Carol's Daughter on the front page. They're not on the front page for no reason. Stop playing with me, dog. All right. I love y'all. I just want to give y'all an example of that. Like, it's not everything is deep moisture. When we look on the professional grade products, they not talking about deep quench, deep moisture, because they know your hair is gonna have the moisture that it needs. Look at it. Everything's the same. Shine, honey, for dry, brittle, textured hair, because all y'all hair is dry and brittle. Every product is for dry and brittle hair that lacks moisture. Every last one. Why is that? Why is that? Or defining your curls. Either giving you moisture or defining your curls. But y'all don't see it because y'all are at a stage where you can be easily manipulated. All right? Like, that's just what it is. But see, look at this. This is different. Yes, this says hydrate, moisturize, and shampoo. But look at the description. After it says moisturizing and hydrating, this is for color treated hair. It makes sense. When you have color treated hair, there's been something removed from your hair, right? You've done some type of chemical process. So yeah, you will need to go and add extra things because you've taken things away. But if you are just a woman with naturally curly hair, your hair is not lacking moisture just because you were born with curly hair. That's how they get their bread. All right?
Trust that. Exactly where you are